Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. My name is Leon Jones. Tonight's topic, I'm going to talk about how to resolve your stress issues. How to resolve your stress issues. Now, when you look at the news this week, you could see that there were a number of shootings, and some of them resulted in murder-suicides, and you had a prisoner, former football player, Aaron Hernandez. He hanged himself while he was serving a life sentence for a double murder. But that's not the point. What I'm trying to get to you all is, when it comes to mental health issues such as narcissism, anxieties, depression, and even being a sociopath, someone who has no remorse for what they're doing. They can't help themselves. They become addicted. Now, why is all of this happening? It's happening due to stress. You know, we live in a society today where everything is go, 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 go. Rush, 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 rush. And a number of us aren't even paying attention to what we're doing. I can tell you, if you go into major cities, you see individuals, instead of paying attention when they're crossing the street, they're looking down on their phones. They're texting. They're on their computers. They're in their cars tailgating. They're driving very well over the speed limit. Why? Because they're trying to get nowhere. That's right. They're trying to get nowhere in a hurry. Why? Because they're stressed out. People are working longer hours. We have more bills to pay. Wages haven't gone up. We have racism issues. Education is not doing well at all. The economy is not doing well either. And we're living as what I call worry wards. Because we want to do everything that we know how to do in order to survive. And that includes being disrespectful or even killing your own fellow citizens. Now, do I give any credence to what has gone on with these murder-suicides? I can or I can't. But one thing that does tell me, looking at what has taken place, and even the firing of Bill O'Reilly, which I'm not going to go into that. You have a number of individuals who are talking about that. But stress is a killer. And believe it or not, stress ranks up there with heart disease, cancer. Nobody ever talks about stress. But how can we resolve stress issues? Well, depending on the type of person you are and where you are, what you can do to help your stress level. Try doing some yoga. Some holistic healing. A nice bath. You can also try going for a walk. In other words, you need to take time to do activities to get you away from the fast pace or get you away from your normal routine. I'm talking about going to work, going to college. Take time for yourself. And this goes back to that video I did not too long ago called Take Time to Yourself. Take an oatmeal bath. Get acupuncture. I mean, my mom is very good at doing acupuncture. She gave me acupuncture and it worked. Get a massage. Go to the beach. I'm going to tell you another thing that can help reduce stress. Stop eating a lot of sugar. Sugar makes you very hyper. If you look at a lot of the food that we eat today, it's got a lot of preservatives, a lot of bad carbs. Some of these cereals that we are giving children, like Cheerios, have a lot of phosphate in them. And if you look at the news, turn the news off. Because the news is depressing. That's getting us stressed out as well. And if you follow those simple procedures, you'll be good to yourself and you'll be good to others. Stress is a killer. And if you don't take care of stress, then you will see the other mental illnesses occur. Depression, anxiety issues. Again, you're going to have problems with anger. And I bring up anger so much because when it comes to the male species and the female species as well, a lot of us are very angry. And there are some females out here who are killing their kids. And there have been numerous videos on these women. They're very stressed out as well. And one thing I want to tell you, ladies, don't have children with the wrong man. Men, don't have children with the wrong gal. Men and women together, don't have children unless you're ready. I hate to say it, there are a number of women out there who are having children, they can't take care of them, and they're getting stressed out, and they're killing their kids. I saw a video the other day where a woman was squeezing a 1-year-old baby's hand and put a plastic bag over that baby's head. That's incorrigible. I don't even know why that woman should even be allowed to have children. She was 20 years old. That video is out there. And there have been other videos where women have killed their kids. Remember a video where a young lady believed she was stressed out? She had killed her kids and had them in the freezer for a couple of years. Now I believe she was stressed out as well. And what happens when you're stressed out, it just leads to, like I said before, a lot of illnesses. So what we need to do to continue to relieve stress, start to medicate. Get more spiritually involved with God. You don't necessarily have to go to church to believe in God. But just understand that you don't necessarily need medication to relieve stress, because everything is not based on prescriptions. It's based on you as an individual. If you want to have a life, you got to be calm. And I'm going to tell you another thing. If you are from the big city, like New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, Houston, move out of the big city. Find a job that you don't have to travel so far. Take time to pay your bills on time. Stop spending a lot of money when you don't have to. Now, I'm just giving you some common sense areas that can relieve stress. And this is very important. Don't let family and friends get to you either. Now, what I'm saying is very crucial, because we want to help our family and friends. But if they have numerous issues, what's going to happen is they're going to get us involved in their issues, and we're going to be stressed out as well. Sometimes you got to let people be. Because again, stress is a killer. And stress can lead to heart disease. It could lead you into overeating or even anorexia. Again, going back to anger issues. If you don't believe me, you look at what's going on out here today. I mean, I could tell you in a week, there have been 5 or 6 murder suicides. And no telling, I said 23 killings that were unreported in Chicago by way of a gun. Could be more. That was what I heard. But we live in a society where individuals don't care about one another. They care about themselves. In the long run, you're not doing yourself any justice. Stress is a big killer. It's a silent killer. I know when I was in school, I used to have test anxiety, the fear of failing. That's right, the fear of failure. But you have to realize that no matter how much you prepare for a test, might not be your day to pass it. But we worry ourselves to death. That adds to stress. I don't know what everything going on just makes you go crazy. You become a volcano. And when a volcano gets built up, what does it do? It explodes. And when it explodes, everything in its path is going to be melted because that lava is going to be so hot. Well, that's what happens when human beings explode. Everything in their path, because of an unconscious and an irrational mind, is going to be destroyed. And what comes out with that? Emotions. It's just like this African American who killed this jogger in New York. He literally beat a jogger. And you know what he said? I just wanted to get my emotions out. You had a Google employee that was killed in Boston. Now, a lot of us are stressed out, and we're taking it out on innocent folks. We're just jogging in a park because we can't handle our own problems. And when we don't do very well with ourselves, we love to take it out on others. And it's going to continue to happen. So I'm urging everybody, sit down, meditate, get acupuncture, take a Calgon bath, drink a cup of tea. I drink tea. It works. Especially sleepy time tea. Earl Grey. Meditation, yoga, if you want to learn some martial arts. And I'm giving you remedies to help stimulate your mind. Because I think too many of us are stuck in what we do. You know, we bring our work home and we don't spend time with our families. I can tell you, my co-workers, and I met some of them off work, and what do? They talk about work. I always say leave work at work. That's why it's called work. Now, if you're going to be in your own house, that's a different type of work. But even take a Saturday, go to church, worship. I'm not saying all churches are bad either. Faith is good. Spirituality is good. Cook yourself a good dinner. But if you want to relieve the stress, you got to be calm about it. And then you got to understand what kind of stress you have and why you have this stress. Just remember this. Stress is a silent killer. A number of us die from stress. You might hear of somebody dying of a heart attack. But where did that heart attack come from? You might hear somebody committing suicide, depression, anxiety issues, anger issues again, issues of being a psychopath and a sociopath. Where did all this come from? Stress. And if you are having stress problems, one of the biggest things you can do is talk to somebody. If you have a good pastor, go talk to a pastor. Talk to a good friend. But get some type of help. You don't have to medicate stress. And I think when it comes to mental health issues, we're addicted to medication anyway. Doesn't necessarily help us. It just keeps us addicted, so we'll keep the pharmaceuticals in business. Keeps the doctors rich. All you have to do is utilize some holistic healing, good oatmeal bath or a Calgon bath. Even if you have to go to a whirlpool, just get your mind off of your situation. I know it's hard because I can give you the video all day, but it must be up to that individual whether they're going to take the time out for themselves. Remember, folks, you only have one life. And once it's gone, it's gone. You want to cherish it while you're here. What I'm giving you is just an overview. And I'm not going to get every single solitary piece of information. You get the basics here. The bottom line, when it is your life, you have to conduct it as professionally as possible. If you are having stress ailments, it is up to you as an individual. Take the time out to do something about the problem of your stress. And if you don't do anything about it, then nobody's going to feel sorry for you. You must take the lead yourself, because if you don't, you're going to injure yourself, you're going to injure others, you're going to end up with suicidal thoughts, angry thoughts, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to be that volcano I just mentioned, and poof, you're going to explode. And what happens when you explode? Everything in your path of your own anger is going to be destroyed, and that will be your demise. So what I'm telling everybody, whether you're in my audience or not, and this is just an overview of the basics. I'm not going to get, again, repetition, because I am repeating myself here, because repetition is the mother of all teaching and skills. Just giving you some tidbits, because I didn't want to go in depth, because I'm utilizing common sense. Go for a walk around your own neighborhood. Do it before the lights go out. And if you go for walks, be safe. You only need 15 to 20 minutes. But if you get yourself away from your daily routine, it's going to be much easier to deal with stress. And then you come back, you organize yourself, and you find out what your priorities are, and then you go ahead and list them, and you take care of your priorities. And you don't have to do everything at once. Don't let people, and I'm talking about friends and family, bother you with their issues. Now, it's okay if they come to you and talk to you, but don't get involved with their issues. You hear them out. Don't give them your opinion. Let them solve their own issues. It sounds callous, but a number of us want to get in other folks' problems, and we can't solve our own problems. And what happens? We become stressed out. Grandmothers, if your daughters can't raise their own kids, you could babysit, but do not try to be a kid's mother to your children's kid. Let me go back and say that again. Don't try to be a mother to your grandkids when your kids had those children. It's okay to help. But when you get in to people's problems, they become your problems. And then you're going to be stressed out. And you must remember, your kids are younger than you. You may be the first one to go to that nursing home. And ask yourself, are your kids going to visit you in that nursing home? They probably won't, because kids are selfish today. That's a fact. So, you got to take care of yourself. Think about yourself. Don't worry about what people say about you. But you are important. Stress is a big killer, and it's going to continue to kill a lot of us. So, I'm trying to give you ways that you can reduce it. We're all human. We're all vulnerable. You must understand that. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. We all have feelings. We all have emotions. We can get angry. We can be psychopaths. But the difference between someone who's stable and unstable, it's about controlling your emotions and dealing with stress issues the proper way instead of reacting emotionally, because in the long run, you're going to be your own demise, and you don't want that. So, let's take time, listen to this video as I talk about the basics, and do me a favor and do yourselves a favor. Step away from your everyday routine for a few moments. It's okay to talk to a friend. It's okay to do yoga. It's okay to take a Calgon bath. What I'm trying to tell you to sum this video up, take time to relax. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. A number of us don't get enough sleep, and that is also stressing us out as well. You live a little longer with more sleep. And I'm talking about good sleep. Turn off the TV. You want to reduce stress. Use common sense. You don't have to waste any energy, because what you're doing is relaxing. Read a book. Stay off the computer, especially social media, because social media stresses a number of us out, and that's why you see what's going on with regards to a killing that happened Easter. Person was stressed out. But even that person being stressed out, who was supposed to be a mental health professional, he certainly didn't show an example of it. He cowered his way out because he didn't want to deal with the truth. Same with Aaron Hernandez. This is what a number of men are doing. They are committing suicide so they don't face the music. But that's the easy way out, because along with that, you've taken innocent lives with you that didn't have to perish. So I'm urging all men and women, step up to the plate and handle your stress issues. Because if you don't, you're going to hurt others as well as yourself. So when it comes to dealing with stress, be smart, work smart, and admit you have stress issues. And once you do that, you get help. If you can't get help from a professional, you take time and listen to all the methods that I told you. And I'm going to repeat some methods right now. You need spirituality, a Calgon bath or an oatmeal bath, some Earl Grey sleepy time tea. You need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, yoga, acupuncture, holistic healing, ballroom dancing, some interest outside of your normal everyday duties. And once you utilize those home remedies, you will be relaxed, and then you could go back into your routine with a clear mind. And that's it for my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show for this evening, Thursday, April 20th, 2017. You can tune into the 401 Talk Zone radio show every Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. Guest calling number is 215-383-5785. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 401 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube so I can continue to give you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective. Now, on this channel, and you must excuse me, I do have allergies, so I'm trying to keep from coughing, so I am a little bit sore in the throat, but I still wanted to take time to give you this information because on this channel, I don't engage in social debates or emotional type issues, nor do I participate in drama or unnecessary bickering. This channel is for educational purposes only. My job is to uplift, give you the tools to help you survive in the real world because it is challenging. I want to make sure that everybody gets their mind set because you'll be able to solve issues from a rational perspective instead of from an emotional or irrational perspective. So everything here is realistic and positive. Why? Because knowledge is power. If you have a business or a topic or even a YouTube channel that you would like for me to discuss on YouTube or Blog Talk Radio, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. And if you have a comment, please leave your comment in the comment section under the video. But make sure that your comments are pithy, no bloviating, pettifogging, or filibustering if you wish to opine. Now that's it for this video. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Remember, please be gentle and respectful to each other and have a wonderful and blessed night. Good night.